What's up, sports fans? Oh my goodness, happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing today? How is everybody doing this morning? See a bunch of new people in the chat already. Thank you so much for checking in. See a bunch of regulars. How are you all this morning? Everybody waking up, joining us, trying to see if we can catch some sports cards on Target.com. Hopefully catching a Target.com restock here on Schultz's Card Pulls. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, seeing the chat very alive. Almost 400 of you in here already. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you weren't here last week, oh my goodness, it was a weird week all over Target.com. Wow, you guys. It was definitely difficult for everybody. Seen a lot of subs. Schultze, what up, man? Happy New Year. Happy Jewish New Year there, Brad. Good morning, Schultze, DJ HiFX official. This is Sports Center, says Connor. I love it. I mean, for us in the sports card hobby, I think every morning it is pretty much Sports Center. So hopefully everybody is as awake as they can be and ready to score some sports cards. Make sure you're logged into Target.com. We'll talk about all the drama and stuff that happened. Auto Gods back at it this week with us. How you doing? Hopefully you were sleeping in last week, man, getting some actual rest. You didn't miss much, my friend. Unless you had a bot, you probably didn't score a lot last week. And we're going to talk about that, you guys. We're going to talk today, about the bots scoring a ton of mega boxes and select blaster boxes last week. And also, another thing that I've been hearing from a couple of commenters, but as well as some other people around the hobby, that some people with bots have had the option on Target.com to have product get into their cart before it even goes in stock, which is really odd. Apparently, I've heard that they're using some kind of workaround. And I guess that could be true, and if it is, that's definitely the reason why we're all not getting as much product as we did maybe the week before when we had a bunch of people scoring 5 mega boxes per person in the chat. So... Run Good Life says, reset your passwords. RGL, what's going on, man? Yeah, absolutely. I got hit with a reset in the middle of trying to buy select blasters. Got on with Target.com customer service. Didn't really get that far, but I will try again next week. Auto God says I was sleeping in, but also just been out of it because of COVID. You had COVID, my friend? Oh, my goodness, dude. I hope that you're feeling better, and I hope that everything is going okay on your end, man. Oh, my goodness. Scored 5 blasters last week. Well, good for you, buddy. Happy that you scored that while you were down with just a terrible, terrible pandemic spreader right now, man. A lot of people asking if I have checked out the Matrix video. I have, you guys. It looks like, if you haven't seen it, Matrix flexing hard on their bot gains. Basically, there is no way that two people could score the amount of boxes that they did if, and I mean, I'm talking, it looks like 700 to 1,000 boxes. Nobody could score those without bots. So, very weird. They're just flexing and they're trying to be jerks. But hey, you guys, you know what is kind of cool? We're all here gathering in this community, trying to get sports cards this morning and every single morning on Target.com that they do possibly drop. And there's other people coming in from like KSR that are using bots. Like Matrix feels like they have to post this, you know, to try and troll. You guys, the fact that they are kind of leaking in to what we're doing, and I'm really not trying to sound like somebody that says like, oh, the haters are awesome, we want all the haters. No, but what I'm saying is if they're leaking in to our community where we're actually trying to do something positive and trying to get people cards manually and trying to troll us, which is at the end of the chat last week what they were trying to do. You guys, we are out there doing things for good. We are out there doing things for the good people in the hobby, and I think they realize that. And ultimately, we are going to win. Ultimately, I think that it will be okay for manual users. The thing about bots, you guys, if you go back a year or so, there's been many points. It's just kind of been like a baseball game. Ashley says, hopefully we see Pikachu this week. Yeah, I'll bring him in. Actually, the kitties are awake and already banging at the door this morning. And yeah, you guys, please smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Takes you a second, but then everybody else on YouTube will see this, and then we'll have an even bigger community in the morning, and it'll be fun. And yeah, you guys, the thing is, as I was saying, I believe we're doing something right. And, you know, people are going to come in and troll the people that are trying to score manually, especially if they have bots. And that's just been happening since this hobby got big again. And it's going to continue to happen, unfortunately. But you guys, the thing is, as I was saying, bots and manual users kind of going up and down with that ebb and flow. It's like a baseball game. So you adjust, and all of a sudden then the pitcher has to adjust to you. You go up and hit a home run against him. Well, then he's going to go watch tape and see where he can pitch against you in the zone to make sure that you strike out or make sure that you ground out or pop up or something like that. And that's what's happening right now, you guys. Target's bot users have really got a handle on things for the last week or two. And you saw the results last week. However, that doesn't mean that manual is totally bunk forever, you guys. It has been an ebb and flow, and Target has tried to do some things to help manual users at times. Last week, it seemed like they weren't helping manual users at all. One thing, you guys, that you could do, if you are having trouble on Target.com, I mean, try to reach out to customer service. Maybe not necessarily like the chat, because that doesn't really get you somewhere, but maybe give a call. Give a call to Target.com. If you're seeing week after week after week that A, people with bots are the only ones scoring, and B, they're then flexing about it all over the place. And I'm not talking about the groups out there trying to get people cards. What I'm talking about is the absolute jerks coming into like the chat and saying that, oh yeah, dude, the bots are getting me 10,000 boxes and bragging they got 500 boxes. There are people out there that say, oh, Target doesn't want, doesn't care about who's buying the boxes and how many boxes they're buying. They just care about the profits. I don't believe that. I truly believe that if they knew for a fact that multiple people, probably a couple hundred people, if they're bot users, are ending up with anywhere from 50 to 100 to 200 mega boxes at one time, or blaster boxes, they would be disgusted by that. So all I'm saying, you guys, is it's an ebb and flow, and I really think just like Target tried to do something to help the manual gang a few months ago, and then bots kind of tried to figure it out, well, now they're going to go back to the other end and work it hard and see if, well, maybe we could get the manual users back in a little bit easier. The red card experiment obviously didn't work. If you guys have not heard, you basically have to have a red card. And we are, guys, in the hot zone, by the way. There has been no drop as of yet this morning on Target.com. No drop as of yet. We are in the hot zone, though. Appreciate all you here. In the hot zone. Got to mention that. Make sure you're logged in. Make sure your password is updated. And you do not get locked out. So yeah, that's the thing, you guys. It goes in ebbs and flows. Brett says Target is actually very anti-reseller. They really are. I mean, that's why they stopped the in-store sales, excuse me. That's why they put so many rules in place. So, Jesus Christ Cards, what's up with you? All Day says most bot users are ghosts. Most don't even want you knowing them or about them. Most of my friends in the community run, and not a single person outside our little group would ever know. Flexing. That's funny. Well, there are those people too. There are a lot of the people that really don't want you to know who they are. Auto God says he's watching the monitors right now. We'll let y'all know if anything loads. Thank you so much, Auto Gods. Sounds like Phoenix Flame, our major link dropper other than Auto Gods, is sleeping in this morning, which is absolutely fine. Some people got to get some rest in the mornings, and I completely understand. Flawless, if bots have CAPTCHA solver. Yeah, CAPTCHAs, which used to stop bots. This is what I'm talking about, guys. It's like in baseball when you're on a team that is facing a new prospect and you don't have any video on it. Well, the prospect then does really well against you, right? He hits like 2 home runs in a 3-game series because you've never seen him. Well, you've got some film on him after that. Then you know where to work him before the count. You know where to pitch him in the zone. And you have a better idea of how to get that batter out. And that's kind of what's happening with the Target V customer experience, because that's really what it is right now. Bots and manual users trying to score on Target.com. And it's kind of like this. Phoenix Flame says he's here, but he's partially asleep. What's up, man? Oh, good to see you, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. All of us West Coasties here. 4:04 a.m. on the West Coast, 7:04 a.m. on the East Coast. It's early for us West Coasties. Absolutely, you guys. So yeah, it's a battle, but I do think that manual users will be able to do okay, and do okay very soon. It might be a couple of weeks, but I think Target's going to get their game together. So the thing is, the red cards, as I was trying to say, they were a failed experiment. When you are able to, and I didn't actually know this until a couple of weeks ago, but with a red card, and I should have thought of it, it's very obvious, you can get up to 5 per household or 5 per account, which actually gives you a new card number. And it's so crazy because then each card, you get 3 megaboxes or 5 megaboxes or whatever the limit is. And I see more people shouting out. What's going on to y'all in the chat? Hope you're all doing well. Please hit that like button, you guys. I appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. It really helps. Oh, so yeah, we are jamming this morning, talking about manual users getting snuffed out last week. And I do, you guys, I know a couple of bot users. The cool thing, though, I actually, the thing with reselling in the hobby, and I'm not sure if a lot of people actually know my philosophy on this because we have had a lot of new subscribers. Pablo asking if I ever hit on a group break. I did, Pablo. Actually, I bought it at a Tri-City Pulls break back in last December, and I hit a huge CD Lamb out of 10. Gosh, now I kind of forgot what I was saying. Sorry, guys. A little early, a little tired. No, the thing is, though, with all these bots, I see people saying they love the analogy. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying, is that some of the users do not actually go for everything. And reselling, I don't mind if people want to grab, like, say, 4 boxes, resell 2, and rip 2. Or resell 1, hold 1, and rip 2. It's when you're clearing out the shelves and just selling everything and driving up the price of the boxes is where I have an issue. And, yeah, once again, people asking about the multiple red cards. You are allowed multiple red cards per account, and that allows you to basically have any amount of boxes up to, I think, 5 red cards. So Nixon says breaks are just advanced scalping, in my opinion. Honestly, I think they're fun. They are a gamble. Breaks are a gamble, but I do try to price them with a little bit more value. Phoenix Flame, and I know Run Good Life, he's in here right now, actually. I missed out on his value basketball break. I think it's Tuesday, so it would have been this last weekend. That was a fun one, and there are really good breaks to buy into out there, you guys, with the chances of hitting a great card. It's just fun. It's a fun one. AutoGod says, wait, you could get multiple red cards on one account. And then Phoenix says, no, it's one red card per Social Security. Yeah, but the thing is, if you add your kid, you can add your wife, you can add whoever, then, say, hey, Dad, can you help me out? And I'm going to add your name to this red count. I mean, there are ways to get around it. Yes, it is one per Social Security number, but I don't know. It's very easy to do. Nixon says, each of my girlfriends has a red card. There you go, Nixon. That's funny. Does Target do return on cards? Asked Patrick. I believe if you bring it back to the store, it says on the slip that you can return in store or send it back. Brian asking if it's better to bind to a break or just to rip boxes. And actually, guys, that's a great question. And let me break that down for you, too. So buying into a break, essentially, with a random team one, you're paying either the partial price of a box or just around or over the price of a box or two to get access to that box. And it's like, okay, well, I have this in front of me, and I could either have all the crappy cards out of this box, or I could possibly, plus the one good card, or I could try to spend half of what the box is worth and hit the one good card. And that's the gamble that a lot of people take. And for me, that's a draw. It's why sports betting is a thing. And it's why breakers, especially the honest ones out there, have a lot of customers. So, Run Good Life says, I run breaks only primarily hobby and the best retail that's no longer being stocked. And yes, Run Good Life does, you guys. If you wanted to break some 2019, 2020 Prism basketball or Mosaic, if you wanted to break into some Mosaic hangers and buy in for basketball last year to get a Zion rookie, RGL is the place to do it. And he prices them well, you guys. And I know the dude personally. He's an honest dude. And it is. Silver Sports says the game is all a luck gamble. Exactly. RGL gets his stuff out quick and always make sure that the customers are taken care of. I do the same thing. I am not as quick on shipping as I need to be, which I'm getting better, but that is definitely, instead of sending stuff out like 2 weeks later, I should be sending it out 2 days later. And that's on me. But other than that, that's literally been my only hang-up. I mean, every customer has been happy. I had one that I'm actually just finally sorted out. And this wasn't even a break. This was a personal rip. He bought a Bowman Mega Box or two, I think. Scored an Austin Martin Mojo and a Blaze Jordan numbered parallel Mojo refractor out of, I think, 199. And my goodness, USPS, of course, lost him. So I went into my own pocket because I'm still dealing with the insurance claim to try and find a couple replacement cards for him. He made a deal as to 2 cards of the same value that would be acceptable as a replacement that he was just going to trade those for anyways. So I went out and I bought them for him. And it took me a little longer than I would have liked. But, I was able to find some decent cards that I thought were potentially gradable. And I sent them off this weekend. So I do always, I will go out of my own pocket to fix things for people because that's what you need to do as a creator, as somebody that's out here doing this. So, and I know RGL would do the same thing. I know Hitman Rips, he's not in here. Chi City Pulls, Ollie Moon, all those good guys on here would do the same thing. Striker Breaks. Run Good Life with the $10 super chat. Chat said, pay the man, so I guess I gotta pay. Thanks for the kind words. Dude, that is too generous of you, RGL. $10 super chat. You did not have to do that. No, dude, I'm just trying to let people know where you will not get deked over. And you are definitely one of the spots on YouTube where you will not get deked over and have a good time, man. It's a good setup. All right, you guys, we are just past 4:12 Pacific time, 7:12 East Coast time. Goodness gracious, RGL with the super chat. Thank you all so much. I saw somebody asking me for week 1 locks in the NFL. I think this Thursday, Tampa Bay is a lock, but I actually didn't see what the line was on that. I guess I could look really quick. But I think Tampa Bay, the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott coming back, I think that's a lock. Tom Brady looks like he's like 38 again. So that's definitely one to watch. Got to see what else is on the schedule here. Eagles, Falcons, Yeah, there are a lot of good games week 1. Seahawks on the road, obvious lock against the Colts. I think the Chargers on the road against the Washington football team are a lock. And this is a surprising one. But Tyrod Taylor and the Houston Texans, you guys. I think that the Texans are going to win against the Jaguars at home. And Jacksonville is actually favored by 3 in that one. So if anybody wants an underdog pick from Schulte, I'm going to give you Tyrod Taylor, really wanting to come out and perform after just a terrible situation. I mean, obviously it led the way to Justin Herbert being who he is and giving him his opportunity in the NFL. But Tyrod Taylor is ready to play. And I would venture a guess that he's going to come out balling out of his ass for the Houston Texans this weekend. And Trevor Lawrence is going to be good, but I think that Houston is going to somehow squeak it out. So that's my lock. There you go. Houston Texans, you guys, week 1 lock. And somebody asking about the Mariners in the playoffs. Kevin, no, we have not had cards backloaded yet. So what I do when we don't have a drop or when we're just waiting for a drop, we'll just talk sports cards. We'll just talk sports and we'll hang out. So almost 1,000 people in here, you guys. I really appreciate it. Please smash that like button. It helps me out a ton. People hitting the dislike button. It's weird. Very weird, man. I'm on here early, having fun, and people hate what I'm doing, but it's okay. It's okay. A lot of y'all love what I'm doing, and we are going to stick with that crowd. Johnny says if there was stuff happening, he would say, yeah, you guys, I have dropped in the middle of my sentence and just said, hey, you guys, we're loaded on the back end. I will let you know. Just watched the Matrix video. Jesus, that was creepy. Yeah, they're flexing for sure. They're absolutely flexing. Run Good Life Lock says, I've got Philly over Atlanta, Washington over the Chargers, Vegas over Baltimore as my underdog win. There you go. There you go. And the Mariners, you guys, are actually about 3 or 4 games out of the wild card spot, and they face at home next week the Boston Red Sox, who they are behind 3 or 4 games in the wild card. Whoo! The Mariners actually have a shot. Will they do it? Probably not, but hey, representing, we'll see if Ty France and Kyle Seager can lead the way for him. Oh, and Mitch Haniger, excuse me. And Run Good Life awesomely posting the GOAT search link for Target. That is the best link, you guys. If you are just trying to search for sports cards straight up in search, if you don't have monitors or anything like that, if you're just trying to look when stuff appears from the back end on Target.com, the website itself will show it on this GOAT Target search that Run Good Life just posted. So thank you so much, RGL. John says 47 minutes past the hour seems to be the common time for the drop. And you guys, we can actually talk about that here really quickly. We can see the schedule the last 3 weeks of drop times. So we have seen the backloaded times. Actually, it was quite a bit later in the morning than it has usually been in August. You can see August 18th, 424. August 24th, 432. But then last week, Wednesday, September 1st, jumped back up to 403. Oh, RGL, I will paste that at the top of the chat, man. Thank you, buddy. Let's see. Let's copy that. Pasting the GOAT search at the top of the chat right now, you guys. Thank you, RGL. Good suggestion. We have pinned that GOAT search at the top of the chat, you guys. And you see, once again, we're talking about the drop times. The backloading happened about a half an hour earlier than it had in the last week compared to the 2 weeks before. And then the drop actually started right around 4:30. Some monitors weren't picking it up, and once again, that is because of what was going on. Buck asking what we have drop, and it's all good, man. You're not missing anything. We've actually not seen any drops as of yet on Target.com. So no worries, man. No worries at all. And RGL, once again, thank you for that GOAT search link, you guys. Go click on that, and you will basically have the same thing that I do in the target tracker right here. And we really haven't seen any action on the back-end links, you guys. Nothing from any of my monitors this morning. Watching for stuff to drop on target.com. Of course, it always loads on the back end first. Early this morning, there was some prestige added. Prestige blasters, though. Only the megas are what people seem to be after. Tyler asking when the latest drop happens, or when the latest a drop can happen. Usually around 440 to 450. No, I appreciate all you guys. A lot of people saying thank you. And yeah, RGL helping out, and Auto Gods, as well as Phoenix Flame. I would not be able to do this without them. So thanks them as well. Tommy says, guys, don't forget to downvote Matrix Sports Cards. Sorry, guys, I have missed some of the chat this morning. I've been yakking a lot. I apologize. Yeah, so we can see a lot of people saying Prism draft pick cellos are still available, as well as Gypsy Queen blasters are available. Anyone else caught that? I'm assuming they're talking about the Matrix Flex video. I did. I saw that, you guys. It's just terrible. It's a bad look for the hobby. And it's just proof positive that, because he's not really doing breaks or anything. It's proof positive that it's really hoarding and price gouging that's driving up the total prices of retail boxes. It's not supply and demand like Panini and Topps want to claim. Like, honestly, guys, the fact that Fanatics came in, and I know that MLB kind of helped them, you know, not really, or helped hide the fact that Fanatics was doing a deal with them from Topps. But the fact that they didn't even realize that, the fact that they didn't have any business insiders, you know, kind of texting them, letting them know, like, hey, guys, I'm hearing this down the wire, and they could even get on that. That just goes to show you how behind the game Topps is. Their website sucks. Panini's website sucks as well. I love my card companies. However, they don't love us back in the way that they can actually supply us with something. And then they sit there and say, well, we're not overprinting because supply isn't there. You can't go into the stores or online to get any. Bullshit, you can. You can go into a guy's garage to get some if you want. Instead of $20 a box, it's $100 a box. So don't sit there and tell me that the supply's not there. It is just the stupidest thing. The stupidest thing. Tyler says, sadly, I'm not on my computer. Should I do my phone, website, or app? Okay, a lot of times this question get asked, and it just depends. For me, the fastest, I have an iPhone 12 and 5G, and I also have 1 gig internet in my house. So the fastest for me, though, I've noticed, is on my mobile browser through just the link from Target.com that I get from my monitors. So if you guys are clicking on a phone, I would either say the app or the mobile browser. You just got to toggle which is faster, and you got to try your home internet as well as your mobile network. But if a lot of people have maybe a slower phone, then your computer's the better bet. Andrew F says, is this meant to be a family-friendly stream? Most of the time, although I do apologize. I did just get upset and drop a couple of swears, so I apologize. And then Brad says, don't hate the player, hate the game. I do hate the game. I hate the game itself because it's allowed to happen this way. And I can't deal with the fact that there is no solution by Topps and Panini to take care of that. And then they're out of the game. I mean, you guys, listen to this. Topps and Panini came out and promised us that they would try to fix the retail issue. And what happens? Fanatics buys everything. They don't really have to follow through on their word, do they? And they haven't mentioned bleep about that since they last talked about the lack of available retail. They haven't mentioned anything about it. Ha. Brad's is getting worked up. Schultz B. Burns says, love that passion. Topps customer service is so sad, says Ashley. I mean, so's Panini's. I have had a redemption since 9/20/2020 with Panini, and I have not had any action on it. It has been almost a calendar year. Elaine says 56 for Megas and 40 for Blasters, and Scalpers bots will back away. Yeah, we have seen that happen with Topps Chrome. They are $30 a blaster now instead of 20. Hobby Lobby sells trading cards, asking King Bizerto. We have seen that, actually. It's not just a rumor anymore, you guys. I'm going to be checking them near me. Sky B actually already posted a hunting video showing that there are cards at Hobby Lobby. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What redemption card, I was asked, that I am waiting for. It was an old auto, but it's like a 10-year-old card, but they haven't even responded, to tell me, hey, we're going to give you points, that kind of thing. So it was a super old, like, Didi Gregorius auto out of 25 when he was a rookie. Brad says Fanatics will buy Topps. I agree. I think that's the only way for the hobby to continue in the way that we know it now. Is that if Fanatics buys Topps and Panini and keeps those product names going. Because otherwise, you guys, what happens to Bowman Chrome? What happens to Topps Chrome? What happens to Don Russ? What happens to Prism, to Mosaic, to Select, to Spectra, to Phoenix? All the big names of the products that we all so dearly love, to Optic. I think the only way that the hobby succeeds, and I think Fanatics is going to plan on doing this, and they have been planning on doing this the entire time, is they are going to buy Topps and Panini. And they actually did a similar thing. Case in point, Majestic had the rights to produce some gear, like some fan gear for MLB. Well, then Fanatics got those rights. And at that point, Fanatics, instead of competing against Majestic, just went out and bought them. So they took the rights over, then they just bought the old company that had it, and now you still see Majestic all over the place, just through Fanatics, because they have the distribution arm to do so. Kevin says, I got 2 select basketball megas from Barnes & Noble Friday, $35.99 each. Wow, select megas at Barnes & Noble for under $40. Barnes & Noble is selling those on the cheap, you guys. And yeah, we do see Cracker Barrel, Barnes & Noble, Hobby Lobby. Man, there are a ton of stores, you guys. Here, I've actually got a list that I've written down that I was going to save for a video, but since y'all are here right now, I'll just go over it and I can make it into a video later, or I'll just make a separate video of stores that you can find retail sports cards in. And we have not seen any activity on the back end for Target.com, you guys. We're still waiting for a Target restock just past 4:26 in the AM on the Pacific Coast, 7:26 AM East Coast time. Thank you all so much for being here. Please, you guys, smash that like button. It helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. If you do, they're outside and they're scratching at the door. See people mentioning other stores like Big Five, Five Below. All right, so here is the total store list, you guys. Anthony saying no drop today. We don't know. We don't know. We could have links posted in the next few minutes, you guys, in the next 20 minutes or so. Do not go to sleep yet. In about another 20 to 30 minutes, I would say, all right, we can call it for the day. Y'all can go to bed. All right, so a list of stores, you guys, where they sell sports cards. Here you go. I'm just going to rattle this off for you. All right, Walmart, Meijer. And these are stores that I have seen mentioned in different spots. So some people in some areas have scored them at stores like this, but some haven't. So apologies if you haven't seen them personally there. But Kohl's, people have seen cards at Kohl's before. Big Lots, Barnes & Noble, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, Cracker Barrel, Big Five Sporting Goods, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Buy Mart here in the Pacific Northwest, Five Below. In Arizona, there's a grocery store called Fry's. Fry's grocery stores in Arizona. BJ's, even the big box store like Costco, the warehouse store, apparently has had some in the past. Stop and Shop, a grocery store chain on the East Coast. Scheels in Minnesota. Michael's Craft Stores at one time or another, which makes sense because now Hobby Lobby has them. So these hobby stores are actually a point where they could be. Also, you guys, shops like Newbury Comics, Party City. I don't think Kmart really has many stores with distribution left, so I don't think they sell them there anymore. And other than that, check the MLB shop in New York and also any other stadium shop. I found cards actually at T-Mobile Park. Zancy says, Stop and Shop? Yes. I have seen somebody, they literally sent me a picture. This was months ago, but they scored some Topps Chrome 2020 cello packs at Stop and Shop on the East Coast. Colton says, Cracker Barrel, what about Applebee's? Well, Applebee's does not have a general store like Cracker Barrel does, so that's kind of the issue there. Miguel says, Lids. Miguel T checking in. What's going on, Miguel? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, and I was going to, last time I saw you, bud. Miguel, I was going to make sure that I modded you. And there you go. Miguel T is now a moderator. There you go, buddy. Appreciate your support. Tommy asking, isn't Cracker Barrel a restaurant? Yes, but they have like a similar, like a general store that has some home goods type stuff. Dan, what are some good spots in Portland? Buy Marts, as I just told you, man. Fred Meyer's do not sell them anymore, though, unfortunately. Ashley says you can call the MLB store, buy over the phone, too. That is true. They don't necessarily always have the best packs at the MLB store, but you could get, like, some Topps flagship for sure. Haha, Miguel T says, woohoo, heck yeah, buddy. Jose says, no drop. We haven't seen anything on the back end links yet, man. Alex says, y'all quit wasting your time. This week's drop will be low. Only bots will eat. Alex, okay. I asked you, okay, if you're here in the chat, buddy, I saw you posting those messages. Can you send me an email, like, telling me who your source is? At least say yes or no to that, because if you're just going to, like, sit here and throw these things out in the chat and just say, oh, this is going to happen because I have an inside source. So many people come in and do that, man. I want to verify that stuff. And I have the resources to verify that stuff. So don't say that stuff unless you can back it up. But Alex, seriously, send me an email. I would be happy, you know, if you're telling me, yeah, dude, I won't say who the source is, but I will come out and say, yes, this is a legitimate source and they're not going to stock today. But if you're just coming in to troll, man, then I don't want that. I don't want that at all. If y'all have an actual lead, shoot me an email, schultzescardpulls@gmail.com. All right. Still no activity on the back end on Target.com. Marcus says, everyone wants to be the one, LOL. It's true. It's true. If y'all hit Lids, it has to be a Lids locker room, says the amazing Card Ninja. Okay, oh, that's a good point, you guys. That's a different store entirely. Different store entirely than Lids. It's a Lids locker room. It's kind of like Foot Locker used to have different iterations of their stores. I think they stopped that because that was just a stupid branding thing. But that's kind of how that works. STTDB says, don't need a source for common sense. Nixon says Junk Wax 2.0, overproduction, even more flavors, variations. The late 80s and 90s didn't have the saturation of a gazillion variations. Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. What was separating our era from the Junk Wax era before was all of the autographs, the colored parallels, and like the cool looking chromium cards and that kind of thing. Unfortunately, for instance, Select Football in 2020, they had almost 160 different parallels, you guys. That's just, that rainbow is impossible to chase. So when you have that many parallels out there, but you're trying to give the iteration, you know, that these parallels are kind of hard to get, then I don't know what you do when all of a sudden you look at the list and see 160 as a consumer, because at that point the rainbow's out. You got to pick one or two that you could try to find, because you're never going to find all of them, especially for Select, like what, you know, the tiger or the elephant skins or zebra skins for Select Football. Oh, the Beast and the Beauty breaks. Schultze's the best place to get info on Target drops. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to be, you guys. We're trying to provide a free service, trying to help people out in the community, trying to do the best that I can. J Ches 12 says numbered cards can't be overproduced. Yes, they can, J Ches, and let me tell you how. How many sets do you see per year of football or basketball? So, a Justin Herbert rookie out of 199, for instance. You see a Don Russ paper set out of 199. Then you see Don Russ Optic out of 199. Spectra, Phoenix, Mosaic, Prism. I mean, there's literally 10 others. There's National Treasures, Elite, Draft Picks Football. And this is just like 10 or 12, you guys. If you go and look at the actual list of yearly releases per sport, you're looking at like 25 to 30 releases. So you're telling me that month to month, your mind, I used to think the same thing, that numbered cards can't be overproduced, but your mind's kind of getting a trick played on it a little bit. When you see this like new product every week and it's like a new thing to chase, it's a new thing that you have to have, it kind of naturally makes you forget about what you were just chasing, which is why so many people in the hobby like to write down what they buy. They like to put it on a spreadsheet because it's literally impossible. GLDO says, yeah, but it's still Optic at a 199. Yeah, so maybe 2, 3, or 4 sets are actually going to have value, but the rest of them aren't, and they're going to have perceived value, and a lot of people are going to be left holding the bag on those. So that's the problem there. And when you just keep adding parallels, you guys, because honestly, let Select Basketball, for instance. You see the parallels at a 199. I would assume that maybe tiger parallels or elephant parallels, there aren't more than like a few hundred of those out there because they're so rare. And yeah, you guys, it sounds like Alex is trolling, so we're gonna block him. We're blocking him, guys. I don't like the trolls. We're done. Alex, bye. Sorry, guys. All right, Alex is done, you guys. You can only troll so much before I say nay. Yes, of course, any numbered rookies you should still hold, Mr. Bonus 614. You have 30,000 of one base card and 299 of another, and people still want the card with 30,000 because it's popular. Yeah, and because it's easier to get. Exactly. Run Good Life says cream rises to the top. Numbered cards that are aesthetically pleasing also will do fine in the long run. I agree. See, that's the point. They've got to look good. It's not just like a rookie card anymore. It's got to look good. And a lot of people chase, like the numbered parallel of a player's jersey number. If it's Jared Goff and on the Rams, you caught number 16 out of 199. There you go. That's a really valuable card for that player. And everybody else. Russell Wilson, number 3. If you got a 3 out of 10, that card's going to sell for more than a 6 out of 10. All the aesthetically pleasing cards will do okay in the long run, but it will be interesting to see the pop reports that we have in 5-10 years on sets like Select and Prism. Prism Basketball, for instance, you guys, it seems like they have printed a lot of that. No way. Marcus Fussell, I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. Art, a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Put it this way. In 2020, Panini made 42 different one-of-one Joe Burrows. 2017 and before, a player might have had 2 or 3. Insane. Good luck, everybody. There you go, Marcus. Thank you so much with the $4.99 super chat, and that is a good point. And that is something. The one-of-ones, obviously, you're trying to maybe extend that feeling of a big hit, you know, because if you're buying a $30 pack and, like I'm talking about a single pack and the potential of pulling a $2,000 card is there, you're more than likely wanting to buy that $30 pack as opposed to if there weren't more one-of-ones. So that's what they're trying to do there. I think there are multiple people that are correct about this, though. Any new product dropping soon, Dante G asks. Optic. We do have, guys, we have some Optic basketball dropping later this month. And then Mosaic basketball dropping next month as well, or way later this month. No, I think it is early next month. Gary says, Topps Chrome back in stock. Let's check our tracker, you guys. Just about 440 today on the West Coast, 740 on the East Coast. I'll hang for another 20 minutes, you guys. And then we will probably let people go back to bed. Appreciate you all for being here. Weird. Yeah, see, a lot of people must be refreshing Target right now. Chrome still says check stores for me, unfortunately. The Four Horsemen says there's no way Topps and Panini aren't going to take advantage of the card craze and produce way more than their business model first suggested 2 years ago. I'm worried about that too, you guys. If they're just trying to score some profits before they lose control of their company in 3-4 years, it's not going to be good for the hobby long term. It's really not. Not in the slightest. Appreciate you all for being here, you guys. I wish we were having a drop right now. I don't see any links or products loading on the back end. Dragon Alex says, back to bed. I'm going to work. Yeah, all right. I can't forget the other extra grinders. Sorry about that, man. Hem Easy says, I love the sideburn chops. It suits your hairstyle. Thank you. Thank you, man. Ashley asking if we're out of the hot zone. No, the hot zone's for about another 10 minutes or so. At about 4:50, the hot zone ends. But I usually like to play it safe and wait till a little bit after 5 or so. Erica says, Alex was right, no drop, might invest in a bot. Well, because there was no drop? That's really weird. Doesn't make sense. There was a few minutes ago where everything was in stock, says Sue Lee. That was just back-end activity, you guys, and I don't like to mention that kind of stuff because it just gets people riled up thinking that there's going to be a restock. A lot of times, Target does some maintenance on their end with stuff, and it's a lot different than posting stuff on the back end and leaving it there. Carolina Cardman, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for that, my friend. That is too kind of you, dude. Too generous. Thanks for all you do for the love of the hobby. Much appreciated. Thank you, man. You guys, that is too kind. Honestly, it's better for the bots if they switch the day this week, like Thursday or Friday. And that originally, you guys, was to try and beat the bots. Kind of goes to what I was talking about earlier. Target trying to do things to combat the bots to help manual users. And then the bots, they go watch the game tape and they fight back and they try to develop new things. Bradley says this was predictable not to have a drop the day after the holiday. It makes sense, although I believe in the past we have had other, like, post-holiday drops, if I'm not mistaken. Helly K says, shout out to all the West Coast peeps who stay up till 5 a.m. in the morning. Heck yeah. Aaron asking if I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I will, you guys. And I do apologize. I did have a plan to start the Discord today, but hopefully, you guys, hopefully, I've had some big things happening on the personal life end. Hopefully, I will have 2 big announcements coming soon. Hopefully, 2 very large announcements. That is all I can say, but I will just say that I apologize for not getting that out as quickly. I mean, if y'all notice, I didn't even put out any content this weekend. That is because I've been handling some stuff on the home front, and I had some stuff going on that I really can't talk about, but it's good. It's really good. So I am just letting y'all know. Hopefully, the Discord will be ready soon, and hopefully, I will have some awesome announcements. John Wells is hi from Puerto Rico. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for checking in. And actually, John Wells, so do you see sports cards in your stores in Puerto Rico, or do they not ship them there? I would love to know that, man. Kevin asking if I'm getting married. Already married, man. Already married. Silver Sports says congrats on big things. Thanks, man. They're big things for the channel, too. Michael says, am I going to stream from Hawaii? Yes, I absolutely will. I actually already thought of that, you guys. I have a plan. My wife and I are going to Hawaii at the end of October. And the cool thing with Hawaii time is I could just stay up until like midnight and then get ready to start streaming. Yes, you guys, that is chocolate milk I'm sipping on. This is just some early morning chocolate milk. Baby Schultze on the way, Alessandra. No, that is not the announcement that I will be making, but hopefully here pretty soon that will be an announcement. No, there is no baby on the way yet, you guys. No, there is no baby on the way yet. Hopefully. That is on the horizon, though. Yeah, it's not looking great, you guys, for this morning, but I'm still going to hang. I'm going to wait because we have had late morning drops like this before. Oh, no way. DJ High FX Official, a $5 super chat. Generous again, man. Thank you. Thanks, Schultze. You're one of the genuine good guys in the hobby. No drop looks like today. See you tomorrow morning. Heck yeah, you guys. I'll be back. I'll be live. The stream starts at 3:45, and I'll be on at 3:55. Every morning, starting Tuesday of every week until the drop. And this is 2%, and this is mixed chocolate milk. This is shaken chocolate milk, not stirred. Nancy Pelosi says, my man Schultze. Heck yeah. No, y'all are my peeps. I appreciate you guys. Getting close. Shoot, we're almost at 8,000 subscribers. That is awesome. And Patrick asking what time it is for me. 4:46 right now. Change up retro. You should be making sexy time instead. That's funny. And I mean, yes, everybody that is married should be setting aside time for sexy time. Yes. You're starting a podcast, says the Four Horsemen. No, I'm not starting a podcast. But you're getting there. That's actually on the right track, I believe. Silver Sport asking about PS5s on the back end. I have not seen any PS5s on the back end. No, Brian, I'm not opening a sports card shop. Not opening a sports card shop. Steven says, you definitely starting a podcast. Sua says, drop a like for Schultze if you haven't. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Seriously. Cameron says, I just wanted to say thank you for what you do, man. Keep it up. You're so welcome, you guys. And I apologize if I missed the chats coming in. I'm trying to read all those. That is super kind of you. Thank you so much. And another super chat. The Beast and the Beauty Breaks. $5 super chat. Tops, I think, will put one out due to they lose players in 22. By the way, you're the best with these early morning Target lives. Keep it up, bro. Thank you so much, man. I will. Thank you so much. And another super chat from Chi City Pulls. Go sub to Chi City Pulls if y'all haven't yet. $9.99 super chat. Yo, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Congrats on the inaugural Creators Fantasy Football League this year. Good luck. I'll probably be going to take it, though. I'll be live tonight breaking, so see you then. Heck yeah, Chi City Pulls. Go check him out breaking tonight, you guys. A $9.99 super chat from Chi City Pulls. Super generous of you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Go check him out, you guys. He'll be breaking tonight. RGL, Run Good Life, breaking tomorrow. And yeah, Run Good Life put together a fantasy football league for YouTube sports card content creators. I'm in it. Chi City's in it. Ooh, RGL, you took my Mahomes. I was going to take Mahomes. You knew I was going to take Mahomes, and you took Mahomes. Oh, I had the second pick, and I had... so I took Dalvin Cook as my first overall pick, the second overall pick in my draft. And I was thinking, okay, I think I can score Mahomes with my next pick. And I was one pick away. But Run Good Life, he stole Mahomes. Oh my goodness, you guys. You all rock. Cardboard Camp says Mark Cuban owns Topps. I believe that it's actually a couple of hedge funds that own Topps. Maybe Mark Cuban owns like a tiny piece. I actually thought it was owned and run by the former Disney CEO Michael Eisner. That's just my knowledge, but I could be wrong. Yeah, and Jay Ches, he says Josh Allen is the quarterback this year for fantasy. That's who I got. I got Josh Allen. I got Josh Allen and Dalvin Cook on my team. Phoenix Flame says, I'm pretty confident it's not going to be today. Going to go back to bed. See you tomorrow, folks. Heck yeah, Phoenix Flame. And I promise you, brother, getting you a blaster box. I promise you, man. Getting you one soon. Run Good Life, $5. I'm breaking Friday and Saturday this week. P.S. You stole Gronk from me late. What the hell you doing with two tight ends on your team? LOL. Actually, that's a great question. $5 super chat from RGL. Thank you so much, dude. Go check out Run Good Life, guys. Could be breaking Friday and Saturday this week. So sorry, not Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Run Good Life, the commish. So I actually have found that tight ends are one of the better point earners if you put them at your flex position week to week. One of my highest earners was Greg Olsen, and he was like a late pickup for me, 3 fantasy leagues in a row. So Run Good Life, and I guess everybody else out there, if you all want some fantasy league strategy here on Schultz's Card Pulls, I'm no expert on fantasy, but I do know a couple of things, and you're always looking for hidden value. And hidden value, Ben and Heather asking, who would want Gronk anyways? I want Gronk because guess who throws him touchdowns? Tom Brady. He'll score points for you. Clint says you messed up. You should have picked up Tebow. No, so anyways, one of the more hidden earners, undervalued in my opinion, has been lower tiered tight ends that are starters that might be a bit older that never get picked up. I mean, shoot, they score me 7 to 10 points a week in fantasy. So that's my tip, you guys. Look for tight ends that are undervalued and insert them random weeks on your fantasy team. That's my advice to you. RGL probably thinks it's terrible. He's like, yo, 2 tight ends? You're stupid. Yeah, you guys, we have had some fun this morning. Unfortunately, we are at 4:52 Pacific time, 7:52 East Coast time. We're not seeing any movement on the back end of Target.com. But like I said, you guys, I'll be live until about 5:05. And then we will let everybody else go to work, let everybody go to bed. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. Joshua says, no, TE sucks. How many times have you gotten first place? Haven't gotten first yet, but I got second and third 2 different years. So I have cashed money-wise. Or I guess third, it was like a playoff extra, and I ended up winning a couple hundred extra bucks. It was really cool. The league that I'm a part of, they do at least I'm part of 2 leagues, and one from my old work. They kind of make a few fun extra ways for the playoffs to make a little money. So Nah, just salty you took my TE1 as your TE2. Hey man, he's on the board if you want. We could make a deal, bro. We could make a deal. Michael G asking for biggest upset week 1 in the NFL, you guys. Yeah, I already gave my biggest upset this week. And I think the Texans are going to get over at home on the Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence coming in. That's a bold pick, but I think that's my upset prediction for week 1. Tyrod Taylor, he's not a big name, but he wants to play. After the really just, I mean, it was an unfortunate injury because it just was totally random, not caused by him, trying to get healed, and the team doctor ends up screwing him up and then ends his year. So Tyrod wants to play, even if he doesn't have a great season. Rudy says, that's why you haven't gotten first, because you draft 2 tight ends. Ridiculous. Okay, Rudy. Rudy's the guy that gets first in every fantasy league ever. I mean, I don't know. I'm no, expert GM. I've just tried a few tactics. Some have worked, some have hadn't. That has been one that I've seen that has gotten me more points year to year. Chi City Pulse says, all right, broski, got to go to work. Stay well. I'll see you around. Heck yeah, Chi City. I'll be checking out on your live stream later tonight, man. Absolutely. Chi City Pulse. Joshua says, okay, Schultz, you cracking me up. I hope I'm not spouting too much disinformation. I'm just telling you guys, certain things to do at the end of your fantasy draft. That's not a bold pick. That's just the Jags. I'm from Jacksonville. That's great. Yeah, we got, guys, we have not seen any cards load on the back end, so I think that we can safely say we're out of the hot zone this morning. I don't think we're going to see cards dropping, but I will hang around for another 10 minutes or so. Michael G asking, Broncos or Giants? Let's see. Giants at home. Denver favored by 2.5. That worries me a little bit because Saquon Barkley is still questionable to the latest knowledge that I have. I also know that Drew Lock got beat out. I don't know, you guys. I would stay away from that one. Broncos or Giants, that's one. I wouldn't even touch that one. That's a hard one to predict. There are some games if you're trying to bet that you just don't want to go to, but if you put a gun in my head and said, Jordan, choose one, I'll say Giants at home. I will say Giants at home is the underdog, but I would stay away from that one if I were you. Twin Boss, Deshaun Watson is on the Texans roster. However, Tyrod Taylor is the starting quarterback for the Texans, and they also have a backup and a third quarterback on the practice squad that will jump up ahead of Deshaun Watson. Joe's card stash is good night, man. Good night and good luck. We have not had a drop yet. GoBirds _18. No drop this morning. But we're going to hang around for a few more minutes. Guys, make sure, do me a huge favor, smash that like button on your way out if you haven't. The Four Horsemen says, Cat Zone, where is Pikachu? I don't hear them by the door anymore, so I'm assuming that they've just kind of gone to bed. Sua says, Broncos with their defense. Their defense is very good, you guys. Top 6 or 7 in the league, I would say. Brian says, Super Bowl losers usually have a bad season. Do they? I got to go back and look at those numbers, but probably true. Barkley dropped to the 9th pick, took a chance with him. Ben, yeah, I stayed away from Saquon Barkley because I put my weight on him 2 years in a row in fantasy, and he got injured both years. So, my top... Yeah, when is Saquon Barkley not hurt, says Ben and Heather Krieger. Exactly. Agree that Fitzmagic in Washington is going to be interesting to see. And it will be interesting to see him getting a full season because he bitched a lot after Miami put Tua Tagovailoa in over him. But Wasn't he in Tampa Bay before when he had that run? And then like 3 games later, and that gave him the name Fitzmagic. And then 3 games later, he threw like 3 picks. So, I don't know. Fitzmagic, I'm interested to see what he does, but I'm also not necessarily too impressed with him. He is getting up there, probably taking great care of himself. Wasn't he 37 now? Third time's the charm, says William Stott. M. Easy says past Super Bowl losers don't have Mahomes as their quarterback. That's true. And winning a Super Bowl before that, too. I mean, Pat Mahomes has all the confidence in the world. Yeah, Zancy. Yeah, exactly. Deshaun is not the backup. He is on the roster, but he is not the backup. He is not even the third-string quarterback. Jay Ches checking in. The Llamas Def is, for me, a matchup base. I change it almost every week. Yeah, in fantasy, you guys, there are certain positions that you kind of just got to trade out week to week. You can't just set it and forget it all year. You're going to be a terrible fantasy GM. Zeke, number 6. Not too shabby. Not too bad of a pick at all. I had no chance at Zeke, so I wasn't even looking at him. Oh, look at this chat, you guys. Flush full of people. Thank you all so much again. And if you are heading out, make sure one more time, smash that like button. Helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee that, yeah, they just went to bed. They are out. Thanks. Chris and Danny Novak, I appreciate you, man. Schultzy rocks as usual. And I see you asking for those Panini Kid Reporter cards. I know that anybody with kids, those are fun because, hey, could win a trip to the Super Bowl. Chances are slim, but hey, there's still a chance. It's like that old Jim Carrey clip from Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, my goodness. And, guy, I just saw Zancy talking about the Jets. Very excited to see the Jets and Zach Wilson. Very excited. We are getting past 5 a.m. West Coast time, 8 a.m. East Coast time. Jar Jar, Schultz's card pulls. Have you gone to bed or did you wake up early? I got about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and then I woke up, quick shower, and on the air, man. That's usually how I roll. I got to get some sleep because if I just try to stay up all night, then it totally screws my day up to the next day. And I got a lot of plans today, so I had to get some sleep. Yeah, guys, nothing on the back end, and we are out of the hot zone, so I think we can officially say that there has been no drop this morning on Target.com, but we'll have one tomorrow. It's all good. Mark says going to work. See you tomorrow. Love the feed. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you for checking in, man. Come on back tomorrow. Brandon Robert asking if I smoke the Sticky Icky. Back in college, definitely. I think a lot of people in college did, though. A lot of people did some fun stuff in college. No drops this morning, Frank. No drops this morning on Target.com, you guys. So we're just talking NFL. Week 1 coming up. 2 days from now, we got game number 1. Buccaneers, Cowboys. Easy choice. The Buccaneers, favored by 8, are going to win on Thursday Night Football. Mariners fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, it is a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on here in the next month or so, because then you got basketball starting up. This is the best time of year to be a sports fan. Oh, and my Duckies, my Oregon Duckies. You see, guys, my shrine to my Oregon Ducks football team back there. They barely got over on Fresno State this weekend before they go to face the Ohio State Buckeyes this Saturday. Oh, my goodness. Run Good Life says, I'm out of here to grab some Z's. Take it easy, brother. Probably see you tonight in Chai's stream. RGL, heck yeah, man. I'll see you tonight. And I apologize, I haven't texted you yet, buddy. But like I said, I have been super busy with stuff going on here. But I will reach out to you, man, so we can exchange links and do all that like you were talking about last week. Because, yeah, we need to exchange some info, man. Because The thing is with all this stuff, there are good leads and there are bad leads. And it is very helpful when you have people to help you sort through exactly which are real and which are fake. LEK or LK, do you usually take naps? These drops have seen my nap counter go way up. Yes, siestas are a thing in my life for sure. Although my dad usually came home and took like a half an hour power nap, so I've always been for power naps for sure. Yes, I'm going to get 2K22. Haven't picked up Madden yet, but I would like to try and get some more video game time back into my life. Unfortunately, with YouTube is literally taking up all my video game playing time. So, but I'm happy to do that for you guys. Honestly, this is where I want to be, entertaining y'all. Yeah, want to be a sports radio host full time, but doing that and this together, oh, dream come true. Chris and Danny Novak, what is Schulte's lock of the week? I've given it a couple of times. I think at home, you guys, the Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars is the lock of the week. They are an underdog. Jacksonville comes in on the road to Houston favored by 3 with their rookie quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, and their talented team and whatever. Urban Meyer, blah, 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 blah. But Tyrod Taylor starting and coming back from injury last year after leaving the Chargers, getting the chance to start for the first time. Even if he doesn't have a good season, this game is going to be a very good game. Tyrod Taylor is going to come out slinging. And you're going to see the Texans taking it home. They're a 3-point underdog, but I don't even think they're going to cover. I would just bet straight up money line for them to win. Just take the Texans money line to win. That's my underdog pick. But this is not betting advice. This is just fun. This is not investment advice is what I should say. It's not investment advice. It's just fun picks that I think are going to win myself. And lots of people talking about Madden and MLB The Show. MLB The Show is awesome. I actually have only played MLB The Show for this year like twice because I just haven't had time. Matthew, you're so welcome, man. Says, have a great day, Schulte. See you tomorrow. Thank you for being here, man. Guys, happy to do what I do as long as you keep showing up for me. And yeah, we'll hang around another 5 minutes. Why not? Having fun this morning. We'll hang around for another couple more minutes and then we'll let you all loose. No target drop this morning, but that's okay. Jay Ches, how about a betting content vid with other creators? I'd watch that. Yeah, the thing with YouTube, Jay Ches, is, and I think RGL's already out, so he would attest to this as well. When you're trying to make videos for a certain niche, it doesn't really serve you well. Sports betting is a whole other niche on YouTube than sports cards. And it's a whole other set of fans that don't know that, like, we exist in the sports card universe on YouTube. So if we're making videos about sports cards and then all of a sudden we try one about sports betting, the algorithm doesn't usually tend to respond well to that, and people don't usually see it very often. So I'm a little hesitant to do something like that while my channel is so small still. Maybe if I were like the size of Jabs or Phil's Polls, who's got like 60-some thousand subscribers or almost 70, I would probably be doing that, but I don't know. I'm at 8,000. Help me get up above 10,000. We can maybe start considering stuff like that. We're almost at 8. We are almost at 8,000 subs on Schulte's Card Pulls. Unbelievably awesome, you guys. Jackson asking what my favorite football product today is, and no drop today. PH Productions, no drop today, my friend. You did not miss anything, so no worries. My favorite football product is Mosaic, for sure. Mosaic all day. Love me the green Justin Herbert parallels that I got out of Mosaic 2020 last year. Love it. David, heading out to class, man. Go have fun getting smart, brother. See you tomorrow. Hopefully we can all score some cards together. Jay Ches, how about using sports cards to bet against RGL or Chi City? Winner gets the cards. I mean, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Do like a weekly box bet or something like that. Would love to do something. If I could implement that, that would be so much fun. I mean, I'm a degenerate. I love sports betting for sure. Absolutely love it. All right, guys, we are winding down here for the morning. My voice is getting tired, and it's almost 5:10 here on the West Coast. Just about 8:08 on the East Coast right now. No drop on Target.com. We have not missed anything. No worries, y'all. Don't worry about it. Nothing dropped that you didn't get a chance at. We still have our chance this week. The ticker below me is live. There has been no drop on Target.com yet. Hail to the Redskins, says Chris and Danny. Michael G says most and least points for the week one. I don't know, man. I'm not really that comfortable making that prediction. I'll try and throw one out there, but I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. I'm going to say that the Seahawks come out slinging this weekend. They're going to have the most points against the Colts on the road at a pretty easy field in the Colts because it's indoors there in Indianapolis. So I think the Seahawks are going to score the most, and the least is going to be the Titans. At home, they don't score very often anyways. Derrick Henry will run for a touchdown, maybe. But maybe the Titans and go with the Falcons, too. Falcons or Titans at home, you guys. Could be low-scoring teams. Those are just guesses, though. All right, everybody. No, they never really do like afternoon dedicated sports cards drops. They do just release some products later, you know, like full top sets or like Topps Chrome is dropped random on the weekends. And I will answer this on the way out. Sal, least favorite product, Schultze, anything super cheap, you guys. I hate Big League Baseball. I know it's a product for the kids, but I can't freaking stand it. So not really a fan of Big League Baseball. And personally, I think Absolute Football is pretty terrible as well. So just the cheaper sets. I just don't think they have any merit being in the rotation of things. All right, you guys. Yeah, it is 5:10. Hung out quite a long time this morning. Thank you all so much, but no drop this morning, so we're going to get out of here and get back tomorrow morning. Hope all y'all enjoyed yourselves. We talked a lot of sports. If you have any questions, please shout them out. I apologize. I know I haven't responded to the comments in the last week or so, but I will get to it and answer any questions that y'all have. Love interacting with you. I really do, and I appreciate all of you being here every single day. I'm going to let you get to sleep, get to work, get to school. Thank you all for being here and giving me your time this morning. I'm going to go grab some Z's before I got to get going with my full day and get back here, hoping for a Target drop Wednesday morning on Target.com here with Schulte's Card Pulls. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see y'all tomorrow.